EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver.
Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Flacco. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Lock it.
From the gun, Flacco. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. A gain of 6 there on first. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. And amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. To throw again on 2nd down. Flacco, Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Steps away, and he's going to go down again. Josh Allen in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. From the 29, Foles. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10, right at the 30. Flacco from the gun. He finds Riddick, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Flacco. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Rush in.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Check 50.
looking to throw on second down. Flacco completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check 31. Check safety. Check safety.
Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco, man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. From the 25 on 2nd down, Flacco, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Here we go.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now Riddick. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Flacco. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Foles, looking long for Westbrook. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the draw, this is Fournette. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now Foles. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a front, and he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Foles. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we've reached intermission here. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
We got 4. Watch the eye. Check.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sutton.
Flacco's pass. Complete to Cortland Sutton. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Come on, QB, come on. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. No, no, no. Off. Right.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. The completion to Riddick. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Another run by Lindsey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Joker, 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 Joker. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right now. Hey, 47 Mike. 47. Let's go one more. Check 99. Hey, alert 3. 4-7's a Mike. 4-7.
Flacco looks to throw. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now Flacco. This is Riddick on the screen. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 30. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll drop the throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. They'll look to throw here. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Got a man, he finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Check the backer, check the backer. Sponge. Topper. Swing.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think I wasn't a quarterback. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Fournette running right. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Denver,
Time flies, had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I step like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. For the cheap.